Good morning, fourth grade. It's Miss Kovarik. I'm here with your science lesson today. Today and tomorrow are going to kind of be a review, and then hopefully next week we'll be ready to take our matter test and move on to our next unit, which is energy. So I'm going to go over this PowerPoint. I'm going to review some of that stuff that we learned in the classroom, and then I'll show you your assignment and the video you're going to be watching after this. So, states of matter review. 3 states of matter that we learned about: solid, liquid, and gas. Take a look at these particles here. So that's a solid particle. They're really close together. They're moving a little bit, but they're just kind of vibrating next to each other. And then we have a liquid, which is when we warm that solid up a little bit, it can turn into a liquid. These molecules move around a little bit more, but they're still pretty close together. And then once we add more heat, it turns into a gas. Those molecules are all over the place. It's filling up the entire space of the area. And remember, gases we can't really see usually. So the gas just expands into the area that it's in. So solid, liquid, gas. Solid is the coldest, gas is the warmest. So as we're adding heat, it's moving this direction. So matter is anything that takes up space. So anything on the world that takes up space, it is a part of matter. Solid has its own shape. So that means it has a definite shape. The shape does not change unless we change it. And it has a definite volume. We can look at a solid, we can measure it, we can weigh it, and we can figure out how much space it's taking up. Liquid is a little bit different. It does have a definite volume. We can measure how much liquid is in something, but it doesn't have a shape. When we pour liquid into something, it takes the shape of the container. So liquid has definite volume, but it does not have a definite shape. It takes the shape of whatever it's in. And then a gas has no definite volume and no definite shape. Like I said before, it just expands and fills in the area that it's in. And you can't take gas and measure how much it is because, for one, we normally can't see it, and 2, we can't contain it into one area. So solid, definite volume, definite shape. Liquid, no definite shape, but a definite volume. Gas, no definite volume, no definite shape. The properties of matter. We talked about color, texture. So is it fuzzy? Is it smooth? Is it soft? Hardness. Is it hard like a rock, or is it soft like a sponge or like a pillow? There's a couple more that I wanted to talk about that we didn't really get into in the classroom. The first one is flexibility. So when you think of flexibility, you might think of this type of picture here. Someone that can stretch really, really far. Maybe they can do a split. It means the same thing when we're talking about matter. So flexibility, can it stretch? Can it move? Can it bend? So this is a great example of a matter that's flexible. You can pull on that rubber band and stretch it forever until it breaks. Reflectiveness. If you look in a mirror, you're going to see your reflection. So this mirror right here, one of its properties is that it has a good reflectiveness. You can see exactly what is looking at it. Same with this duck here. Water also has reflectiveness because it shines off of the light and you can see whatever's looking into it. So when something is reflected off of the light, we call that reflectiveness. So a mirror, water, anything that you can look at and you can see yourself in it. You can see your reflection. Next one is texture. We kind of mentioned this a couple minutes ago, but how something feels. Look at that leaf. If you were to touch this leaf here, how do you think it would feel? Maybe bumpy, rough. Same with this paper, crumpled up piece of paper. That would feel pretty rough. You would feel all those creases in it. And then these little guys down here, they seem like they're kind of fuzzy, furry, soft. All of those are texture words. So texture is how something feels. We learned about changes in matter. Physical change, we're only going to focus on the physical change for right now. That's when you're changing one of those properties. You're making it into a different shape. You are turning it into a different state of matter. You are painting it a different color. Those are all physical changes. Chemical changes you'll get into more probably next year, but this is when you're taking something and you're turning it into something different. So taking these popcorn kernels and making them into popcorn. Taking a normal marshmallow, putting it over the fire and toasting it. Turning cookie dough into a cookie. You're taking one thing and you're making it into something else. We're going to focus on physical change, which is what it actually looks like. It's changing its color, changing its shape, changing its size, changing its texture, stuff like that. All right. I'm going to save those for next time. So for right now, we're going to focus on texture, reflectiveness, all those properties we just talked about, and then the basics of states of matter. All right, so you're going to head on over to lesson 3 science. I'm going to edit this a little bit, take out a couple questions and save them for tomorrow so you can have 2 days of review, maybe 3, depending on how it goes. Read the question, read the answers, choose the best one. I'm also going to post this PowerPoint, so use it. Use the PowerPoint. Use all of the readings that we've done this week. I know you don't have your science book, but you do have the readings on the form sheets that you can access. All right, so I'm also going to save that video for tomorrow. I think you guys have enough work, but please make sure that you are doing every single thing I ask you to do. It's not a lot of work. We're really lowering it because we know that you're not at school and we know that we're not there right away to help you, but you can do it, okay? Try your hardest. Read it carefully, take your time, and reach out for help if you need it. All right, I will post this with the directions, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.